I know all of you have heard me talk about how I don't do a ton of oils on my fine curly hair because of how much it weighs them down and makes my roots flat. But there are some that I love for a few different reasons, and I'm going to share those with you right now. Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rochelle and this is Discocurlstv. If you're new here, welcome. My channel provides tips on how to care for your fine curly hair so that you feel empowered and supported to be the best version of yourself. I post weekly on Sundays and would love to have you all subscribe and join my community because I do curly hair tutorials, product reviews, DIYs, pregnancy and postpartum hair care, and much more. So how many of you out there with fine, low-density curls have noticed that when you use hair oils, your hair becomes greasy and feels really weighed down? Well, you're not alone. I definitely notice it on my own hair. There is a time and a place when I will use hair oils, and it's during my pre-poos, deep conditioners, hot oil treatments, for my ends, and my scalp massages. Rarely will you find me using hair oils as a part of my styling routine. They're mainly used during my wash process, and if I do use it during my styling, it's just the tiniest amount that I apply to my ends and for my scalp massages. Even with the lock method, which I've done before, I use the tiniest amounts of oils, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's not my favorite styling method. So now I want to discuss the oils that I do use and when I use them. When we're talking about pre-poos, my favorite to use is coconut oil. You'll probably never find me using coconut oil outside of a pre-poo because it's just way too heavy. I've actually created a whole video on how to do a coconut oil pre-poo, and I'll go ahead and link a card up here and put it down in the description box. The reason that I love coconut oil is because it has so much slip and it's a magic detangler. If you have tangles beyond repair, coconut oil will just melt them away. I do find that I use a lot of it when I am detangling, so that's why I definitely recommend using it prior to washing your hair. When it comes to deep conditioners, there are a ton of oils you can use, but you do have to be careful about the ratio of oil to deep conditioner. My favorites are Argan, Brassica, Sweet Almond, and Jojoba, just to name a few. I've definitely used heavier oils like castor oil and olive oil, but if I overdo it, I end up having to re-shampoo my hair again. That's why if I am using these heavier oils, I'm only using a couple drops. With the more lightweight oils, I don't have to skimp as much. If I have a giant dollop of deep conditioner, I'll add about a half teaspoon of the hair oil, and I add it from like the mid-shaft area all the way down to the ends. I do use whatever's remaining on my hands on the scalp area, but I don't like to use too much of it because I don't want the oils saturating my scalp. Now, this is assuming you do like to focus on volume. Some of you might be able to use oils on your scalp and have no problems at all. I'm imagining if you have high density hair, you're going to be okay, but for low density hair, you kind of have to watch out for that area. Also, if you're about to do some sort of protective style like braids, that's when I say it's okay to use heavier oils because your hair is about to be braided up. So what about hot oil treatments? The whole point is to use oils, so you really can't avoid that, but you can choose to use lightweight oils and use it prior to shampooing your hair. The trick is to focus on the mid-shaft area down to your ends and use lightweight oils like grapeseed, argan, apricot, almond, and any lightweight blended oil. If you'd like to see a whole tutorial on how I do my hot oil treatments, go ahead and click on the card that pops up in this video or check the description box below. When it comes to adding a bit of oil to my ends, I like using the Innersense Harmonic Healing Oil, which is a blend of safflower, evening primrose, bitter orange, macadamia, jojoba, lotus flower, rosemary, and much more. You can actually use this on the skin, the scalp, and the hair, and it has a beautiful herbal scent that's not really too overpowering. I find that this absorbs really nicely on the skin and does not feel greasy at all. For my ends, I use about 1 pump for all of it. I rub my hands together and I literally just focus on the ends. I don't even go up to mid-shaft because I do not want it weighed down. This is also a great oil for scalp massages, which I'm going to get into next. So for my scalp massages, my oils vary a little bit because I use these to stimulate blood circulation and promote hair growth. When I am focused on hair growth, which is not always the case, I like using the Tropic Living Red Pimento Oil. It is a bit heavier, but it gives great results, and I only use a small amount for my scalp massages. For all other scalp massages, I create my own blends, so I'll use a glass dropper bottle. I'll get a good carrier oil like jojoba or argan, and I'll add a few drops of peppermint, tea tree, and rosemary. I do a few drops of each. I like to leave my dropper bottle like right over there by my nightstand, and I'll just add a couple drops, massage my scalp for about 5 minutes, and then put my hair up into a pineapple and go to bed. If you are interested in some of the oils I mentioned in this video, I'll go ahead and list them down below in the description box, and I'll add affiliate links to make your online shopping a bit easier. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and now I'd love to hear from you all about your favorite oils down below in the description box. If you're new to my fine curly crew, I'd love to have you subscribe so that you never miss another one of my videos. And of course, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are properly notified of when I post new content. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.